We bring our next guest onto the show, the 2024 ARCA Menards Rookie of the Year, fellow New Jerseyan, driver of the number 6 Chevy for Rev Racing in the ARCA Series, Lavar Scott. Thank you for joining the show, Lavar.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Coming into Kansas, you have been strong and consistent through the three previous races: P4 at Daytona, P5 in Phoenix, and P6 in Talladega. What has been the key to your success so far in 2025?
Um, that's a great question. I think the key to our success is just knowing that we have a chance to go and run inside the top five every week and having that confidence. And then when you have confidence in a good team around you, it's pretty, the standard's already set and so I go there and do it. And with that, we're able to be consistent because we know we don't need to be running in the eighth, seventh, sixth, fifth area. We really want to be running for wins, but you don't get the win, you still can fight for the top threes and top fives, and with that just comes consistency and not making any stupid mistakes that can take us out. If we know we have a fifth place car and we have a few cars trying to pass us, and if racing really hard, we can get wrecked out. Just be smart, whatever move I make, and with that can come top fives.
All right. Thank you for touching on that. Kansas was the first race of the year where qualifying didn't get rained out. You qualified seventh. How was the car feeling?
Loose. I think we're very sensitive to track weather right now. I think when our morning practice we were really good, a little bit loose, but as the track um, got more heat into it and the sun came out, we just got more and more free, and that kind of carried on to qualifying a little bit. But I knew in the race we were going to have a really good pace car because when it went to the top, where we're usually really good there, when the track starts to migrate up, just got caught in some dirty air and built tight a little bit, and just got caught in different race situations that kind of did some damage to our car. But it was still a really good race, fun race, and another top five. So we walked away with a pretty good race, even though we didn't get what we wanted, and that's ultimately the win.
Gotcha. Yeah, heard on the radio during the broadcast that your car was a little tight. Did your team make any changes, and what was your mindset as the race went on?
Yeah, I mean, I knew, so I was pretty happy that at that time the competition caution was going to come out pretty soon. But we got caught in something happened with our fuel system and started losing fuel pressure, and so we had to worry about fixing that on pit road and really couldn't make the car better. And that kind of just carried into the second and third stage and built tighter and tighter and tighter, and just wasn't able to really do what we wanted during those breaks.
All right, 10-4. Appreciate you touching on that. Several yellows at the end, the last one forcing that overtime. What was your plan on the final restart, and how did that fifth place finish feel?
Honestly, my plan was I really wanted to do something to at least try to get a top three. Because with that, I feel like you're so air sensitive. If you find a way to get in some clean air while they're racing around, you could easily make up some positions. But if you watch the restart, I think one of the VMS cars had a really bad start and kind of stacked up our whole lane. And
I
I
think
didn't
it was
want
the
to,
20, yeah.
yeah, and I didn't want to pull out of line because I didn't want to get the restart penalty. So I kind of just checked up and stayed behind them and wait for him to gather it up. And we lost some pace and speed there. I think that could have helped us to try to get that top three or fight for fourth or second place finish. Who knows? But we still were able to gain a position. We restarted fifth, or restarted sixth, and came away with fifth. But I think we that didn't happen. We could have had a chance to be better. So kind of sucked on our end. But I'd rather that happen than to make the move and get a restart penalty. You know.
Yeah, no, 10-4. Appreciate you going over that. Last year in the General Tire 150 from Charlotte, you finished fifth. Going to be going there in 2 weekends. What? Any goals for Charlotte, and what will your game plan be?
The goal is definitely to win. I know the past 2 years, my teammate and with the crew chief Glenn Parker that I have now, they've been really fast. Qualified second, qualified pole last year, and me and him were able to. We both were on the. We started on the outside pole once that race, so we definitely have the speed to be up front and race those guys. We just have to go there and just do our jobs and make sure no dumb mistakes kind of take us out of that. I need to do my job inside the race car. Teams do their job with obviously building a good car that stays together. Then we get to the track, no dumb mistakes on my end or the team end that kind of take us out of what we know we can go there and do.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you so much. Last question. Being from New Jersey, I kind of know the answer because you're from South Jersey, but pork roll or Taylor ham?
Uh, I'll say pork roll.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah,
Really appreciate your time, Lavar, and we'll be watching you in Charlotte, rooting you on from Jersey, man. Best of luck.
that means so much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course. Talk to you soon.
Bye.